Roman Catholic faithfuls and dignitaries came in large numbers to honor the late Pope Francis. This after he succumbed to stroke and a subsequent heart failure following a struggle with a long illness related to lung infection this past Easter Monday. Before departing for Rome to join other cardinals, Archbishop to Johannesburg Archdiocese Stephen Cardinal Breslin honored the late Pope.
Cardinal Johannesburg chose, as is the custom in the Catholic Church, the name of a saint by which he would be known in his papacy. He chose Saint Francis, the 12th century saint, who is renowned for his life of poverty, his concern for the sick and the poor, and his sense of communion with creation, with the entire universe. Saint Francis, in his poverty, expressed his utter trust and dependence on God and God's providence. And these are all indeed characteristics of the papacy of Pope Francis.
12 years that Pope Francis has been at the helm of the Vatican are described as having diverted from the conservative culture of the Church. Parishioners who braved Wednesday morning's chilly weather to be part of the memorial mass credited Pope Francis for making the Church more inclusive.
Death is something that is terrible and we are not used to it. But at the same time, we are happy that Pope has now rested.
There was this law that no one is supposed to enter to receive communion if, like from marriage, if a result of divorce, if a result of a reject from a marriage is you can come to church and enter. But he came in the Catholic Church and he was like, okay, it's fine, all of you are forgiven, come to Jesus and continue. And also the issue of LGBT as well.
The late Pontiff's passing got Catholics guessing who will replace him and whether the replacement will have same values. The Southern African Catholic Bishops' Conference says whoever is appointed will be a blessing to the Church.
Pope John Paul II was a man very much of his time. He taught what we should believe. Pope Benedict followed him, a completely different character, and his whole thrust is, why do we believe it? Pope Francis was another pope who came following Benedict and said, how do we believe? How do we live our faith? Whether the Pope is from the north or the south or the east or the west, the Church will welcome that Pope.
Pope Francis requested to be buried at St. Mary's Major Basilica instead of the St. Peter's Basilica at the heart of Rome, as was the norm. He also requested a single coffin instead of 3 nesting coffins. Offenses Timo, SABC News, Johannesburg.